The recent actions of the U.S. Treasury against Al-Huda Bank have sent shockwaves through the international community, underscoring the U.S.'s commitment to combating financial crimes and terrorism financing. This strategic move not only disrupts the financial networks used by terrorist groups, but also serves as a stark warning to other financial institutions globally. The designation of Al-Huda Bank as a primary money laundering concern is not just a label, it is a significant legal and economic impediment that isolates the bank from the global financial system. By cutting off access to US dollars and limiting the bank's ability to conduct international transactions, the Treasury aims to throttle the financial channels that fuel destabilizing activities in the Middle East. On January 29, 2024, the Treasury issued a detailed finding that outlined the nefarious activities of Al-Huda Bank. Controlled by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the bank has been instrumental in laundering money to support foreign terrorist organizations, including various Iran-aligned militia groups in Iraq. The financial mechanisms employed by Al-Huda Bank were sophisticated and covert, involving the use of front companies and the exploitation of the U.S. financial system. This facilitated the obscure movement of large sums of money, thereby financing activities that directly undermine global security and economic stability. The immediate effects of the Treasury's sanctions on Al-Huda Bank are profound. The bank faces severe restrictions that impair its ability to operate internationally. Additionally, these sanctions have led to a reassessment of relationships by global financial entities, many of which are now distancing themselves to avoid secondary sanctions. The isolation of Al-Huda Bank serves as a critical blow to its operations and signifies a major victory for international financial security efforts. This action effectively denies the bank the oxygen of global currency that sustains its operations and its ability to fund and facilitate terrorist activities. The ripple effects of the sanctions extend beyond Iraq and Iran, influencing the global financial landscape. International banks and financial institutions are now more vigilant, tightening their compliance and due diligence processes to avoid similar repercussions. This heightened security not only helps in identifying potential threats, but also reinforces the integrity of the global financial system. The collaborative nature of international finance means that these measures have a cascading effect, strengthening financial borders far beyond the U.S. The U.S. Treasury utilized Section 311 of the USA Patriot Act to execute these sanctions, a powerful component of U.S. law that targets money laundering concerns. This action underscores the Act's role as a crucial tool in the U.S. arsenal against global financial crimes. Both the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, and the Office of Foreign Assets Control, known as OFAC, played pivotal roles in this operation. The Middle East, particularly Iraq and Iran, feels the tremors of this U.S. action most acutely. For Iraq, the sanctions are a double-edged sword. While they target illicit financial flows, they also pose challenges for the legitimate financial sector that is crucial for the country's economic recovery. In Iran, the sanctions disrupt the strategic use of proxy financial hubs like Al-Huda Bank, which have been vital in circumventing global sanctions and supporting militia groups in the region. This disruption is likely to have significant political and economic repercussions within Iran. Within the United States, the crackdown has been met with broad support from policymakers who view it as essential for national and international security. However, there are concerns about the potential economic fallout, particularly in terms of bilateral relations with Iraq and the broader Middle East. Financial institutions in the U.S. are closely monitoring the situation, understanding that the robust enforcement of such sanctions is key to maintaining the integrity of the U.S. financial system. Looking forward, the role of financial sanctions as a tool of foreign policy and security seems set to increase. With the global financial system becoming increasingly interconnected, the ability to strategically apply financial pressure becomes more potent. This case may set a precedent for future U.S. administrations, potentially leading to more aggressive and coordinated international efforts to use financial sanctions to achieve geopolitical objectives. The U.S. Treasury's decisive action against Al-Huda Bank marks a significant milestone in the fight against terrorism financing and money laundering. By leveraging the legal and financial tools at its disposal, the Treasury has not only neutralized a major threat but also reinforced the message that the U.S. will act decisively to safeguard its interests and the global financial system. The long-term implications of this crackdown will unfold over the coming years, likely defining the trajectory of international relations, global finance, and the ongoing battle against financial crimes and terrorism financing. As the dust settles, the international community remains watchful, ready to adapt to the evolving landscape of global security and finance. Like, comment and subscribe to get more involved with topics that impact our lives.